beats us to the punch.
Congrats, Matt. Still unbeaten, fighting on this massive stage here in London. What's your first reaction?
My first reaction is that Paul is way tougher than I anticipated, but I never underestimate my opponents, and I'm just happy I got the victory. I'm happy that, you know, even though it may not look it, I'm super healthy right now. My right hand's a little bit sore, and I couldn't be more grateful to have the win and be in one piece right now.
How did you see the fight play out?
I saw it play out every single second that I was in there. I've got an immense amount of experience. I think that was probably my 40th combat sports bout. I'm 25 years old, but I've been doing this for 10 years now. You know, the fight went kind of how I saw it happening. I did hurt him a bit earlier than I thought. You know, I think the first right hand I touched him with, he went down. And then after that, he recovered pretty well. He played super defensively. And, you know, I was smart in there. I picked my shots, and I weathered a little bit of his storms. You know, he threw some barrages in there, but I saw everything coming. My parries were on point. You know, Jeff Knox, he's got me sharp as can be. And I literally owe everything in my life to that man right now, you know. In the ring, outside the ring, that's my right-hand man.
So Paul had a lot of experience coming into this fight, a lot of bare knuckle experience. He lasted till the 4th round, but then it was a doctor's stoppage, right? He was just cut up so much?
Yeah, you know, I got some sharp punches. I got some good power behind me. And, you know, I mangled his face pretty good. You know, I saw cuts on the left side of his face, right side of his face, forehead, nose, lips. Everything was bleeding. He had blood everywhere. I got his blood everywhere. You know, he got me with some shots. You know, I couldn't see out of my left eye for a few seconds in there. So I just said, let's just go to war, and you know that's what happened. He said his nickname is a soul snatcher, war ready, you know, but didn't snatch my soul, and he wasn't ready for that war with me.
A massive stage here in London. You just told me this was literally the first time you stepped on an airplane, and you just landed yesterday night. So how bad is the jet lag?
You know, the jet lag wasn't as bad as I thought. You know, I've been living out of airports for like a week now. But, you know, there's no excuses in that. If I would have lost, you know, well, we wouldn't be talking about it here. But, yeah, you know, the jet lag, I don't know if it's real or if it's not real. You know, this was a long camp. You know, I felt a little bit, you know, under the weather, but I was sharp. I'm well prepared. It could have, you know, I could have broke my leg before I came out, and I'd have still done the same thing in that ring tonight.
As you said, you had a lot of combat sports experience prior already, but what's the difference between different combat sports and bare knuckle?
The difference is, you know, as you can see in that first round, it only took one shot from me, and I put him down. So, you know, in bare knuckle, you know, I'm telling a lot of these up-and-coming guys too, you know, shout out to New York State. I got a lot of guys coming up underneath me, a lot of guys above me, a lot of guys around me. And I tell them, you know, in bare knuckle, it only takes 1 or 2 good shots. So that's what I was looking for in there. But, you know, sometimes you run into a guy with 12 bare knuckle fights like Paul Hilz, a super seasoned veteran, all wins by knockout, hits like a freight train. And, you know, sometimes people don't go down. Sometimes they go down and they get back up. Sometimes they go down and you hurt yourself and you can't hit them as hard anymore. Sometimes you got to change up the game plan and switch it up. You know, bare knuckle is the most, you know, it's, you can't describe it. Anything can happen in there. So it's the luck of the draw, but you just got to prepare yourself and sharpen up your tools and just make sure you're ready for all outcomes. And I was ready for all outcomes tonight, and it just happened to be in my favor. So I'm just super appreciative.
This is the Police Gazette International Cup. You don't just fight for yourself, you also fight for the US. It's US versus UK. You got the win, you scored some points for your home country. How proud are you of that?
Super proud, you know, to be representing the United States. You know, our country is folding right now. We need to do something about it. You know, I might get some backlash for it or whatnot, but our administration sucks. You know, I'm 25 years old, and there's a lot of people my age that have not a clue what's going on right now. And, you know, neither do I, but goddamn, I got a little bit of a brain on me, and I can see what's going on. I take punches for a living, and I can see what's going on. You know, we need to do something. I love America, and I was so blessed to have been selected to be on this team, to be on the biggest bare knuckle event in the history of bare knuckle fighting. You know, Team USA, we're way up right now. I believe me and Paul, we just secured fight of the night. I don't think anybody that's matched up here tonight is taking that away from us. You know, shout out to Paul, he's a warrior, and we couldn't have fight of the night without having him in that ring with me tonight. So USA, I love you. I'm insanely, immensely proud to be representing you, and I can't wait to get back home to Elmira, New York. Everybody watching, very proud to be representing Elmira, New York. You know, there's a lot of people, they don't get these opportunities where I'm from. I've never taken a backward step. I've always kept my foot on the gas pedal no matter what. I've had my ups and downs like everybody else, but you just got to keep striving and get through and climb to the top, and eventually you'll get to these platforms, you get to this stage, no matter what it is in life, whether it's fighting, whether it's a career, whether it's a brand new job, it's a family, whatever it is, you know, just be a good person. Just take care, do the right things in life, and you know, it doesn't matter where you come from, you can rise above all the obstacles, and you can make a name for yourself at anything you choose, and that's what I'm doing here in bare knuckle.
What's next for you right now, Matt? Do you want to call anybody out?
I got no call-outs. I'd like, you know, a shot at the gold somewhere. You know, I got a good history in the sport of kickboxing. I got a past MMA. I don't know what's going to be next for me. You know, this isn't exactly a sport that gives you longevity, but I've been, you know, fairly blessed to come out, you know, unblemished. Tonight I took some damage, but I'll heal up. I'm happy, you know, my heart is full, and nobody can take that away from me. We'll see what's next. I don't have an answer for you. I want some gold around my waist. Maybe Mel, Mike, some of these guys at BYB, you know, they'll take care of me, and we'll see what's next. If not, you might see me kickbox for some national titles. You might see me, you know, back on Gladius fights. You just never know with me, so we'll see. I'm a man of many trades in this combat sports world, and it's just about what opportunity comes next, how I'm feeling, and it's going to be about what I want to do next, so that's what's next for me. I'm Matt Phillips with Bare Knuckle News, and nobody beats us to the punch.